tires and service repair.
Don't bust your knuckles, bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The number one selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a pro.
Brilliant Electric Sign Company is Northeast Ohio's largest full-service sign company, serving their clients for over 97 years. Brilliant designs, fabricates, and installs. A wide range of interior and exterior signage and graphics that will help separate your business from the competition, including LED letter sets, pylon signs, message centers, graphics, and wayfinding signs. Contact the experts at Brilliant Electric Sign to provide you a state-of-the-art signage solution that will grow your business. Visit them at brilliantsign.com.
Hey, Ohio, this is Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel. Since 1975, seatbelts have saved over 375,000 lives. And those lives could fill every seat in Ohio Stadium nearly 4 times over. Those are fathers, mothers, children, and friends who matter. The fact is, seatbelts work. So join me, Ohio, and buckle up every time you're in a car, because seatbelts save lives.
Happy 4th of July, and this ballpark ready to explode.
Celebrate Independence Day with baseball and fireworks at Progressive Field. The Guardians battle the White Sox on Saturday, July 4th at 7:10. 15,000 fans will receive a patriotic cap thanks to Car Parts Warehouse. Plus, enjoy $2 Miller Lite pregame and postgame Phantom fireworks presented by Nestle. Tickets are on sale now at CLEGuardians.com.
You never know when fireworks will appear at Progressive Field.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
From Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, it is game number 87. Today, the Cleveland Guardians and the Texas Rangers play for the final time here in the regular season of 2026. Hi again, everybody. This is Tom Hamilton, along with Jim Rosenhaus and Brian Motze, on another hot, steamy day on the shores of Lake Erie as summer is here in full force. We'll have temperatures today in the 90s and humidity to match that, and just a bit of a breeze blowing out toward right field, and not a cloud in the sky. So we are set for a steamy one here today, and then the Chicago White Sox will conclude this 10-game homestand as they'll be in for 4 beginning tomorrow night. Meanwhile, the Texas Rangers head home after this ball game, and they'll be taking on the Detroit Tigers, who've been just beating up the New York Yankees in the Bronx. Here are the records. Both ball clubs 44 and 42. Texas, the leader in the West by a half game over Seattle. Cleveland, 2 games out in second place in the American League's Central Division. It's a new month, and Cleveland's mighty glad it is. The Guardians went 10 and 15 in the month of June, but let's not forget, the month of June is when Jose Ramirez, Angel Martinez, and Chase DeLauter all were injured within 5 innings of each other against the Detroit Tigers 2.5 weeks ago. Amazingly, Chase DeLauter is back. Jose Ramirez and Angel Martinez will not be back until well after the All-Star break, and you're probably looking, hopefully, at sometime in August. On the other hand, Texas was the best team in the American League in the month of June as they went 16 and 11, and they have ended the month of June with their best winning streak, 6 in a row coming into today's ball game. Chris Siegel, the home plate umpire today. The crew chief, Laz Diaz, at first. Eric Backus, the umpire, at second. Brian O'Nora at third. We got a taste of it last night, even more so today. The ball is going to jump out of this place under these kind of conditions. 325 down the lines, 370 to left center, 375 to right center, 400 to dead center. The 19-foot wall from the left field corner to center, the 9-foot wall from center to the right field corner. The three decks here begin out in right center, work their way around the foul pole to home plate, then two decks of seating on the third base side of the ballpark, and then all of the bleacher seats in left center, and part of straightaway center field. Don't think we're going to get anywhere close to a capacity crowd today, and obviously the weather has an awful lot to do with that. It is going to be a sun-baked afternoon here in Northeast Ohio, and there's no shade cover unless you're maybe underneath an overhang or in the concourse area. So drink a lot of water, folks, if you're with us here listening to the ball game here at the ballpark. Cleveland's taking the field in their home whites with the navy blue. The red trim, they'll go with the red caps today with the navy blue bill. Texas in their traveling gray, and they've got the blue and white trim. Joey Cantillo and Mackenzie Gore, that's your pitching matchup, a pair of left-handers. And Joey Cantillo is pitching right now as well as he's ever pitched in his young career. Joey Cantillo, 6'4", 220, 26 years of age, and has gone primarily with a curveball in his last two outings, and the results speak for themselves. In those outings against Seattle and Houston, he went 14 innings, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits, and had 18 strikeouts in those 14 innings. Joey Cantillo made a major league high number of curveballs against Houston, 44. In his last start, he broke his own mark. He made 45 pitches that involved the curveball against Seattle his last time out. 45 of his 90 pitches were curveballs when he faced Seattle his last outing. With that, he has that devastating changeup as well as the fastball and slider. Justin Foscue will lead it off. Cantillo from the set, and today's first pitch, and it's on the inside corner, called strike, and we're underway at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. And once again, 90 degrees like it was last night at game time. Cantillo sets, delivers, and he misses down low. We'll see, after Patrick Bailey had caught Joey Cantillo the last 2 times out, if catcher Austin Hedges goes with the same kind of a game plan, catching Cantillo today. A lot of curveballs. The 1-1 swung on, fouled back, stuck with a fastball, 94 miles per hour, and a 1-2 count. Foscue is hitting .421 over the last 11 games. He is one of 7 right-handed bats in the lineup today. Now this year, right-handed hitters batting .251 against Joey Cantillo. Lefties batting .220. The pitch. A swing and a weak chopper to second. Charged by Schneemann. Gloves, throws, got him. Good changeup had Foscue way off balance and out front. And a weak roller to second to start today's ballgame. David Fry's in left. Khalil Watson, his first major league game in center. And Chase DeLauder, first time he's been back in right field since the injury. Rhys Hoskins at first, Daniel Schneemann at second, Brian Rocchio at short, Gabriel Arias at third, Austin Hedges catching. Here's Josh Young, the third baseman. Young taking, it's in there, a called strike. Young batting .297, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. The next delivery, and it's outside a ball. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Josh Young with that .297 batting average. That's third best in the American League. The 1-1 swung on, pulled foul, third base side, 1-2. Only 2 batters in the American League are hitting 300 or better. Yandy Diaz leads the league. The Tampa Bay first baseman batting .334, and Houston's Yordan Alvarez second at .314, and Josh Young .297. Now the 1-2, down and in, missed with a fastball at 96 miles per hour. That's better velo than we normally see from Joey Cantillo. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, no score in the first. The next offering, and he just missed down and in with a changeup. So, full count. One of the things Cantillo has done so well in recent starts, he's really attacked the hitter. Not walking people, not a lot of deep counts. The pitch, and it's swung on, fouled at the plate, and he went with another changeup. So more changeups from Joey Cantillo here in the first inning. So far, he's only thrown 1 curveball. Now the payoff. And it's high. Threw him a curveball there, and Young is aboard with a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Ezekiel Duran, hitting third in right field. Right-handed batter. He is scuffling. Over the last 17 games, hitting .175. Joey Cantillo had his worst outing in his young career against Texas back on June 7th. That pitch down and in. In that ballgame, Texas got to him for 7 runs in 5 innings. This is just his second career start against the Rangers. Outfield spread out, medium deep, the pitch. And there's a good-looking curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is also a day where you want your defense in the dugout as quickly as possible. Get out of the heat. The 1-1. That just missed down. Ball 2, 2-1. Joey Cantillo thought he might have had a strike there. 90 degrees is the game time temp, but it feels more like 102 degrees. Now the 2-1. Swung on, line to left center. That's a base hit. In the gap, cut off by Watson. And that'll mean Young's got to put the brakes on and stop at second. Khalil Watson has played all 3 outfield spots in the minors. This is his first start in the big leagues in center. And he said, yeah, if I had a favorite outfield spot, it would be center. And he said a lot of that comes from the fact he was a shortstop coming out of high school when he was a first-round pick by the Miami Marlins. You're used to playing up the middle. Here's Jake Berger, the first baseman. The pitch to him, and it's a little bit low. Checked his swing. Ball 1 on a curveball. So Texas trying to sweep Cleveland in Cleveland for the first time since 2011. They've got a threat going. Pitch down and in on a changeup. 2-0 the count. And Cantillo right now has only thrown 8 strikes and 9 balls. And again, this is the kind of day, boy, you want a low pitch inning or as many of them as you can get. No score yet. Rangers first and second, 1 out. Now the 2-0 delivery. And Berger pops one foul off to the left. 2-2. Well, the one thing, though, about Joey Cantillo, he's at his best when he's in trouble. Teams are batting .162 against Cantillo with men in scoring position. That's the 5th lowest mark in all of baseball. The 2-1. Berger took a called strike on a curveball on the outside corner, and Berger challenges the call. Home plate umpire today, Chris Siegel. And Berger loses the challenge. So, 1 challenge left for the Rangers, and we're only in the first inning. So the call is upheld. It's a strike. And now, a 2-2 count on Berger, who's the Texas Rangers' most dangerous hitter, batting .253, but 14 homers, 52 RBIs. 2 on, 1 out, no score, first inning, the next offering. And he got him swinging on a curveball in the dirt. Hedges kept that ball in front of home plate. Berger just walks back to the first base dugout. First strikeout, and it's out number 2 here in the first inning. That'll bring up Kyle Higashioka, the right-handed hitting DH. Higashioka, normally a catcher, but another right-handed bat. Manager Skip Schumacher has 4 left-handed bats on his bench today. The set. The pitch. A swing and a miss. Boy, he's found it. That was a changeup. Good block again by Hedges. Texas is again without Brandon Nimmo today. He's not on the injured list, but he's been a little woozy after crashing into the wall this past weekend in Toronto. So still on the active roster, but will not play this series. Now the 0-1 pitch and a curveball strike. And today they put Kyle Seager back on the injured list a week after he came off the injured list. The back is acting up again. Seager, remember, didn't play last night, even though he was in the starting lineup. They had to pinch hit for him in the first inning. And today, Corey Seager back on the injured list with a sore back. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a little weak fly ball, right field. Chase DeLauder coming in, grabbing it, and again, Joey Cantillo gets in a jam. Joey Cantillo works out of it. Texas doesn't score. Cleveland coming to bat.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 26th through July 6th. Shop in store or purchase online for delivery. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery is available on qualifying orders.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
This is Bill Wills. We'll catch up with Rosie tomorrow morning, 8:45. Preview the White Sox series, WTAM 1100.
Cleveland will get a look at Mackenzie Gore. They haven't seen this young man since he was pitching 3 years ago. It's his first year in Texas, and he'll work here in the bottom of the first. No score. David Fry leading off, taps it foul off to the right, strike one. Mackenzie Gore, 6'2", 193, 27 years of age. Throws pretty much everything. Fastball, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, change. Mid-90s. The pitch, swung on, pulled foul down the left side into the seats, 0-2. Gore faced Cleveland 3 years ago, so it really doesn't matter that he has a 1.59 ERA. Different ball club. On the year, not quite maybe what Texas had hoped. I mean, they gave up a bundle to get him. 5 minor league players. The 0-2. And it just caught the outside corner. Strike 3 called on a fastball. David Fry in left field today out looking. Here is the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Mackenzie Gore, a record of 5-6, but the earned run average 405. 18th start today, no complete games, only 5 innings to start. 10 strikeouts, 4 walks per 9. Team's batting just 223 against him. Now the kick and the pitch, and it's down low to DeLauder. If you go back to prior to the broken rib, Chase DeLauder now has put together a modest 9-game hitting streak and hitting .371 in the last 9 games he's played in. The kick and delivery, and it's up high, missed with a breaking ball, 2-0. Conrad's Score 4, Win 4 New Tires contest goes on the first 4 innings today. And Katie Miller of Akron trying to get those Bridgestone tires. The pitch, swung on, line toward the gap, left center, another base hit. Over to cut it off is Cawley. Big turn, DeLauder's going for 2. Throw, feet first slide, safe with a double. A hustle double to the gap in left center. Cawley did a good job getting over there to cut it off. And DeLauder says, broken rib or not, I'm taking a shot. And a hustle double to the gap in left center. And that's double number 15. And now a hit streak that covers the last 10 games for Chase DeLauder. And again, he continues to destroy southpaws as DeLauder against left-handed pitching batting .372. Here's Rhys Hoskins at first. The pitch, and it's down and in, ball 1. Hoskins batting .185, 7 homers, 29 RBIs. Runner at second, first inning, 1 out, no score. Mackenzie Gore, former first-round pick by San Diego. The pitch, and it's down low, ball 2, 2-0. Alejandro Osuna in left, Cameron Cawley in center, Ezekiel Duran in right. Give you the Rangers defense on the dirt after this 2-0 pitch. Here it comes, and it's hit high, deep to left, down the line, foul, and that'll make it a 2-1 count. On the dirt, Jake Berger at first, Justin Foscue at second, Nicky Lopez at short, Josh Young at third, and the catcher, Elias Diaz. Well, you put a swing on it today, and you're going to get rewarded with a home run. Now the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a foul back. Fastball at 96 miles per hour. And that'll even the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cleveland batting, first inning. They've got a runner perched at second. 1 down. Gore comes set. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good sinker. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts. Here's Kyle Manzardo. Again, left on left. Manzardo DHing, batting .231, 10 homers, 29 RBIs. Some days off today. Stephen Kwan a day off. Cooper Engel a day off. Travis Bazzana a day off. Outfield fairly deep, spread out for Manzardo. Homered last night, and he takes, it's in there, a called strike on the breaking ball. So Katie Miller of Akron, our Conrad's contestant, trying to get the tires from Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care. You can enter. Go to econrads.com. Gore, he's ready, and now steps off. He came in the 2017 draft, 3rd pick in that entire draft. The first 3 picks that year were all high school kids. It doesn't happen that often. Now the pitch, and it's swung on, a weak ground ball to the second baseman. Foscue charges, gloves, throws, Innings over. Cleveland, Texas, scoreless after 1. This is the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Mitchell's Ice Cream, handcrafting ice cream for Cleveland since 1999. Made at our Ohio City kitchen using fresh ingredients from Northeast Ohio family farms and exceptional organic and fair trade ingredients from around the world. Stop into a Mitchell's or find us at your local grocer. More at mitchellshomemade.com.
Rosie here. You know catchers are a lot like the Rose Home Service Program, always protecting home. The Rose Home Service Program keeps your home pest-free year-round. You can choose from 3 options, basic, advantage, or premium. Each addresses different needs, budgets, and comes with a dedicated technician. Pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Looking for endless summer adventure? We've got you covered. Snag your season pass to Kalahari Resorts and unlock access all summer long. Plus, take advantage of exclusive perks and discounts. Whether you're sliding down the Tullis water slide or lounging around the pool, there's fun for all ages. 2 water parks, 1 pass. Visit KalahariResorts.com/Ohio to purchase your pass today. At Kalahari, every season is water park season.
Get Cleveland clean at Clean Express Auto Wash. Enjoy a fast, easy, and clean experience by becoming a Wash Smart Unlimited member, where you can wash at any of our locations for one low price, starting at just $22 a month. Or choose our absolute best Ceramic Floor Ultra, featuring ceramic treatment that's 4 times the shine and protection, plus free vacuums. Learn more at cleanexpresswash.com. Proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
The Balloon Daddy Show following the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians. Scoreless game, second inning. The youngster Cam Cauley made his Major League debut here Monday night. He's played in all 3 games. Right-handed batter leads off the scoreless second, and Cantillo gets him to swing and miss at a curveball. Cauley had 29 steals in AAA before being called up this year. Has yet to be thrown out. Right-handed batter, not real big, 5'10", 170, 23 years of age. And he taps it foul and back of the plate. Another curveball. 0-2. He was a third-round pick out of high school 5 years ago. Draft is right around the corner. It's hard to believe it's July, Rosie. Where did June go?
Oh, and Tom, you're mentioning about the high school draft picks and Gore's draft here, and you hear rumblings that they may change the draft, and I can't imagine it happening, but you want to keep seeing high school players drafted.
Yeah, that's never happened.
Yeah.
The 0-2 pitch. Outside 1-2. That's called negotiations.
So many good kids ready to go to pro ball, and as you mentioned last night, focus on development, being patient.
Now the set, now the 1-2. Fouled at the plate. Fans, if you don't mind us giving you a little advice, when it comes to the labor talks and anything you hear from either side during the course of this baseball season, don't listen. Just enjoy baseball. Enjoy this season. Now the 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Because all it is talk right now. And at the end of the day, nothing you hear now is going to be the end result. That's why you almost wish you wouldn't hear anything, period. Just let's talk baseball. The 2-2. Got him swinging on a curveball. Cantillo strikes out Cam Cauley. That is his second strikeout. Out number 1. Here's Alejandro Osuna.
When you talk to so many people, whether they have played the game or they're in the game for a while, it's in a great place right now. And this season, memorable already.
Left on left, Osuna batting .254, 14 RBIs. The pitch, and it's outside a ball. Cleveland, by the way, the 19th pick in the first round here in a couple of weeks. The 1-0. A swing and a long fly ball towards the line in left. Fry coming on. Now dives! made the catch. Boy, that ball just kept tailing away from Fry, and all of a sudden he had to come in, dove, and made a nice catch. That is out number 2. No score. Here's Elias Diaz. Right-handed hitting catcher, batting .274, couple of homers, 13 RBIs. 2 outs, nobody on, no score, second inning. Joey Cantillo, he was a high school pick. The pitch, and it's low. He went in the 16th round to San Diego when he completed high school outside of Honolulu. The next offering, and it's swung on, line toward the gap in left center, base hit. Watson over to cut it off, second base hit. The only reason Joey Cantillo went in the 16th round to the San Diego Padres was because a lot of folks thought he would go and pitch in college at the University of Kentucky. But San Diego convinced him otherwise. And, of course, part of that humongous trade between the Padres and the then Indians 6 years ago. The pitch, down low, ball 1 to Nicky Lopez. Left on left. Lopez, the shortstop. What a absolute mammoth pickup he has been for Texas, especially with the injury to Corey Seager. What a job he is doing. The former Kansas City Royal takes, it's a called strike, curveball on the outer edge, 1-1. Lopez is batting .322, a homer, 7 RBIs. And with Seager back on the injured list, Lopez is going to be playing most every day. The 1-1. And he hits a weak bouncer to first. Even with the bag is Hoskins, he'll make the play. He'll step on the bag. Joey Cantillo continues to look sharp. And we continue to have a scoreless ball game in the middle of inning number 2 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, sports fans. There's no better feeling than when you're watching your team dominate. But remember, when the offseason comes, you can still channel your team spirit with a fresh coat of color. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day with over 1,700 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood store today.
Spinning your wheels trying to find a great deal on new tires? Stop going round and round. Just get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer, your go-to for new tires. Really, they take care of everything. Whatever you drive, any make or model, they've got you covered with a great selection of major tire brands, expertly installed by certified pros. Plus, they're priced to compete, and you might be surprised how well they stack up. So, for new tires, get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer. Then roll out confidently.
Caught by Rocchio, dives, steps, throws, double play! What a play by Rocchio!
Your Cleveland Guardians battle the Chicago White Sox in a 4-game series July 2nd through the 5th. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Bottom half of the second, we are scoreless, and Marathon's here to keep you and your team fueled all summer long. Marathon, driven together. Lefty Mackenzie Gore, switch hitting shortstop Ryan Rocchio, batting right-handed, hitting 5th today. Gore's pitch, inside a ball. Okay, Rosebud. Who's the number 1 pick in the 2017 draft?
I was afraid you were going to ask that.
1-0 is high, 2-0.
Well, I know he was a high school kid. Oh.
Royce Lewis.
Far back.
How about that?
I guess the injury years kind of make it seem closer.
Now the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle, base hit into left center. For Brian Rocchio, excuse me. The number 2 pick that year was Hunter Green, going to the Reds. And then Mackenzie Gore went number 3 to San Diego. Again, first 3 picks in that draft, all high school kids. And you wonder what Lewis and Green would be today if they could stay healthy. But again, you don't know when you're drafting.
I think especially high school kids and pitching. High school pitching, I think, is the trickiest one to predict health and all that.
You look back at that 2017 draft, I don't know that you'd really do much different when you look at the names. Here's Gabriel Arias. He cuts and misses. Yeah, it's easy to say woulda, coulda, shoulda now, but if Royce Lewis and Hunter Green had been healthy up until now, they might be 2 superstars in the game, but injuries have really impacted their careers. The pitch, waved at. 4th pick in the draft was the first college kid, the two-way kid out of Louisville, Brendan McKay, who was a great pitcher and first baseman, went to Tampa Bay, and he never made it. So, again, you just don't know. Runner goes, pitch, swing on, line drive, base hit into right. Rocchio makes the turn at second on his way to third. So that is not a hit and run, folks. Not when the count is 0-2. That's just the runner taking off. And Arias lashed one the other way. And Guardians at the corners. And here's Khalil Watson. Khalil was saying today at his locker, he came up a first-round pick in the draft by Miami as a high school shortstop 5 years ago. And it was Cleveland that moved him full-time to the outfield last year. Left on left, the pitch, and it's outside a ball. And he said, I loved playing short. And I played some second, played some third, but I really loved playing short. But he said, you know what? Even though I wasn't crazy about it initially, the 1-0, swung on, pulled foul right side, 1-1. He was saying the move to the outfield has helped him as a hitter because he said it's really freed me up. Because he said when I was on the dirt, I was always thinking about my footwork, where I was with the throwing motion, if I was moving from second to third or to short. Now the 1-1, up and in, 2-1. And he said by moving to the outfield, he goes, I'm just now being an athlete out there. And he goes, it's really freed me up, and I think it's why I have become a better hitter. That's from Khalil Watson. Cleveland threatening, infield back. He cuts and misses, 2-2 the count. First and third, nobody out, no score, second inning.
And you watch him play the outfield, and he's not a finished product yet, but you feel like with JT McGuire, the outfield instructor here, more time there, working with him, that the sky could be the limit defensively for him.
And what a future he has with the bat. Now, JT McGuire might be as good an outfield instructor from a coaching standpoint as there is in the game. What he has done with guys that haven't played the outfield before, remarkable. Now the 2-2. Swung on, fouled third base side out of play, still 2-2.
And in 2 ringing endorsements from good outfielders that he took to the next level. Stephen Kwan, obviously, and Petey Halpin gave him a lot of credit, too, for his improved outfield play.
This is a terrific coaching staff, and they're finishing kids off at the major league level. The 2-2. Got him swinging. Good slider away. Gore strikes out Watson. First and third, now 1 down. It's the 3rd strikeout already. And here's catcher Austin Hedges, who batted .324 in the month of June. By the way, that Mackenzie Gore draft of 2017, Royce Lewis, Hunter Green, then Mackenzie Gore. Other guys, Kyle Wright went number 5 to Atlanta, couldn't stay healthy. was one of the greatest college pitching coaches ever at Vanderbilt, but never stayed healthy. The pitch, safety squeeze, and it's bunted foul first base side, strike one. Guys that have made it from that draft: Joe Adell, the 10th pick. Jake Berger, playing at first today, was the 11th pick in that draft. Shane Baz, Trevor Rogers, a couple of really good pitchers, and some others. So, again, always fun to kind of look back and see how drafts unfolded and what has been the end result. Not an exact science. Now the 0-1, safety squeeze out towards the mound. Gore comes up with it, shovels to the plate. Head first slide, Rocchio's safe. Ball squirts away from Diaz, but the runners stay put. Arias at second, Hedges at first. On a bang-bang play at the plate, Mackenzie Gore got off the mound, kind of like a quarterback on the option, shoveled it to home plate, but Rocchio got there ahead of the throw, and then the ball got free of Diaz, and the Guardians have a 1-0 lead on a safety squeeze bunt, and Austin Hedges is so good at that. And now Cleveland has runners, and they're at first and second, and there's still only one out. Give Austin Hedges his 10th run batted in. Left on left, here's the second baseman today, Daniel Schneemann, and he takes a little bit low for ball one. You give Austin Hedges a sac bunt and an RBI. Now the pitch. A check swing, it was high, and the count 2-0. Well, when you're having a tough time getting that run in from third with less than 2 out, it's nice to be able to execute a safety squeeze. The pitch, checked on a pitch in, 3-0. And there may not be anybody better in the game at getting down a safety squeeze than catcher Austin Hedges. And now Cleveland's got a chance for a big inning. See if Schneemann is swinging 3-0. Here it comes. Inside, he walked him. Bases loaded. Who knows, that safety squeeze may have rattled Gore a bit. And now Cleveland has loaded up the bases on 2 singles, a safety squeeze, and a walk. 1-0 Cleveland. Top of the order, David Fry. And heading to the mound is Jordan Teagues, the pitching coach. And when the Guardians win, your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers donate $500 to Cleveland Guardians charities, supporting expanded access to youth sports in Cleveland. And don't forget, 3 more runs this inning, and Katie Miller of Akron wins 4 Bridgestone tires, courtesy of our friends at Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care / Scott Anderson's second home. The conference is over. Top of the order. And here's David Fry, struck out looking his first time up. So you've got Arias at third, Hedges at second, Schneemann at first. Infield back. The pitch. And a breaking ball is in there. Strike one call. Outfield spread out, medium deep. Boy, does Cleveland need a big inning. The 0-1. Bounced it in there. What a block by Diaz. Ball squirts to the right, but nobody can advance. Boy, that just saved Mackenzie Gore a wild pitch and a run. And it just seems like, Rosie, this is where Cleveland has put so much pressure on themselves individually, trying to get a hit with men in scoring position.
And you just wonder at this point if just one hit can loosen them up a little bit throughout the lineup.
The pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul first base side on a changeup, and a 1-2 count. Well, and as manager Stephen Vogt said, when you are an extremely young club, most days 4 rookies in the lineup, that's something you have to learn, and that is the guy on the mound's in trouble, not you, the hitter. and just kind of try to slow yourself down. But if it were that easy, all of us would do it. The 1-2. Down low, kicks away to the backstop. There's a gift run. Wild pitch makes it 2-0. As Arias scores, Hedges to third, Schneemann to second. And Cleveland will take runs any way they can get them. A safety squeeze, a wild pitch, 2-0 Cleveland, and runners still at second and third with one out. And you would think Texas would bring the infield up. A 2-2 count on David Fry.
And Gore has tremendous stuff, but that one weakness, at times his command goes away on him, and we've seen it a little bit here in the second.
Infield part way in. The pitch. Swung on, fouled it at the plate. Will do it again at 2-2. Mackenzie Gore, hands just below the chest, sets, fires. Swung on, hit high in the air to deep right. Durant's back, track, wall, gone! David Fry gets that most needed huge hit. A 3-run home run to right. It's a 5-run inning. Cleveland 5, Texas nothing. And David Fry with his 5th home run, giving him 12 RBIs. And when that ball got up in the air, it just kept carrying. And Cleveland finally has a bust-out inning. And Katie Miller of Akron, you get 4 Bridgestone tires, courtesy of Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care. Here is Chase DeLauder. DeLauder double to left center his first time up. Gore is ready. The wind, the pitch. Outside, ball 1, and Mackenzie Gore, on a steamy day on the lakefront, has now made 25 pitches in the second inning alone, only 1 out. The pitch, swung on, grounded sharply to the second baseman. Foscue will throw him out. Got to remember, too, Texas is always one man short in the bullpen. They have been getting guys back and forth. Chris Paddock, quasi-start the other night coming out of the bullpen. Then they released him. Here's Rhys Hoskins up and in. And also, keep in mind, this has been an incredible trip for Texas. This is the final game of a road trip that took them to Miami, Toronto, and Cleveland. The 1-0. Swung on, popped foul, first base side out of play, 1-1. They already have gone 7-2 on this trip. Not that you mail this in, but they've been playing 2.5 consecutive weeks without a day off. They're going to get a couple of days off this weekend and next week because of World Cup matches down the street at Jerry's World. Now the 1-1, and it's popped up by Hoskins behind home plate, out of play. They count 1-2. The day they need off is tomorrow. They don't get it. They have to play tomorrow night against Detroit. They get Friday off because of a World Cup match. They get Monday off because of a World Cup match. Their bullpen could use a day off tomorrow. The 1-2. High, ball 2, 2-2.
Ever think you'd say baseball schedules would work around World Cup soccer?
No. Also didn't think a bottle of water would be comparable to a house mortgage. The pitch, down and in. They've been gouging fans going to the World Cup that want a bottle of water. They changed the rule and said, no, we're not going to allow you to bring in water. By golly, if you can't pay $89 for a cup of water, the pitch, swung on, hammered, foul down the left field line off the netting. Still a full count on Hoskins. That's something, too, we should remind fans. You come to Progressive Field, you can bring bottled water into the ballpark. You can bring food into this ballpark. You can bring food up here to the booth. The pitch, swung on, smoke job down the left field line, foul again. Still a full count on Hoskins. But I think sometimes fans maybe don't realize that. You can bring bottled water into the ballpark here for yourself, your kids, whatnot.
And in this heat wave, they have filling stations throughout the park, too.
The pitch, a swing and a miss, struck him out. Hoskins, the 8th man to bat. 4th strikeout for Mackenzie Gore, but Cleveland explodes for 5 and lead 5-0 after 2 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Cleveland Metro Park's Emerald Necklace has 9 pristine golf courses surrounded by scenic beauty for you to explore. Book your tee time at clevelandmetroparks.com/golf. Your time, your place. Cleveland Metro Parks.
Get ready, Cleveland. Experience the wildest show in baseball as the Party Animals bring their one-of-a-kind, high-energy entertainment to Progressive Field on Friday, September 25th and Saturday, September 26th. Catch every trick play and over-the-top moment from the ballpark's most exclusive spaces, including the luxurious Lexus Carnegie Club, high-energy KeyBank North Coast Social, Echo Victory Club, private suites, and SeatGeek infield boxes right near the action. Premium inventory is limited and moving fast. Lock in your seats today at premium.cleguardians.com.
A lot of businesses are in a pinch right now. They need more workers to keep things running, but they're not ready to hire anyone full-time. If you're one of those businesses, you might consider flexible labor from Minuteman Staffing. Minuteman has over 50 years' experience providing light industrial and warehouse workers in Northeast Ohio. They're ready for the job with drug screens and background checks. And Minuteman handles all the workers' comp and payroll. Reach out to them today. MinutemenInc.com.
More flavors, more indulgence, more reasons to choose Perry's ice cream. Richer, creamier, real ice cream in every scoop makes Perry's a home run combination. Whether you're watching the Guardians at home or at the ballpark. From curated classics to bold originals and everything in between, Perry's has a flavor for you. Make every day a winner and treat yourself to Perry's at Progressive Field or find us at your local retailer today. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Hi, it's Bill Wells. Catch Bloom Daddies take on the Guardians after the game. News Radio, WTAM, 1100.
Third inning, and Cleveland now with a 5-0 lead. Joey Cantillo, top of the order. Justin Foscue, and the pitch to him down low, ball 1. Hands chest high, Cantillo lets it fly. Pitch high, 2-0. Well, great to have Jackie Hoynes up in the booth here today along with her good friends, Barry, Sue, and Jen. What a month they've got ahead of them. The pitch high, 3-0. Jackie Hoynes is the proud wife of Paul Hoynes, the very distinguished and phenomenal baseball writer for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. The 3-0 pitch. There's ball 4 down and away. And that's the second walk Cantillo's issued. Foscue aboard. Here's Josh Young. Of course, Paul goes into Cooperstown, the Baseball Hall of Fame. And rightly so. Hoynesy will be honored later this month. And Jackie here today with her good friends Jen, Sue, and Barry. And getting set for Cooperstown. Here's Josh Young. Takes a called strike. Now the 0-1 pitch from Joey Cantillo. Down low, blocked by Hedges, kicks to the right, but he's on it before Foscue can advance. Texas is trying to win 7 in a row. That's a pretty steep mountain to climb now, down 5 here in the third. The 1-1. High, 2-1. The last time the Rangers won 7 straight was to start the playoffs in 2023. They had a 7-game win streak in the 2023 postseason, capped off by their only World Series title. The pitch, checked on a pitch down and in. He didn't go. And this is what can get Texas back in this game if Joey Cantillo struggles here with his command. He walked Foscue to start this inning. 3-1 the count on Josh Young. 5-0 Cleveland. Big inning for Cantillo to just put up another 0. The pitch, and it's in there. Went back to the fastball. Full count. Guardians and White Sox Friday night with Dollar Dogs, free T-shirts, fireworks, and tickets at CLEGuardians.com. Now the 3-2 pitch. Runner stays, pitch is low, and he missed with a curveball. Back-to-back walks to start the third. And now the number 3 hitter, Ezekiel Duran, and the pitching coach, Carl Willis, is quickly out of that dugout. Let's take a 10-second station ID. This is the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze with you. A hot, steamy day on the shores of Lake Erie. It's now up to 92 degrees with a temperature feel of right around 104 degrees. 5-0 Cleveland, but Rangers at first and second. Nobody out in the third. Ezekiel Duran, the batter, singled to left center his first time up. The pitch, and it's in there. White Sox, who will start the 4-game series in Cleveland here tomorrow night, are tied with Baltimore 1-1 in the 5th. Boy, Baltimore is falling apart. They've lost 4 in a row. They're 9 under 500. The pitch swung on, ripped into left. There's a base hit. Everybody moves up 1. And now they're loaded up with nobody down for Jake Berger, Texas' most productive hitter, with 14 homers, 52 RBIs. Detroit and the Yankees scoreless in the second. Yankees have lost 6 in a row. They're 2.5 games behind front-running Tampa. And for the Yankees, they have been held to 4 hits or less 5 straight games. The pitch, down low. That's the 10th time that's happened in Major League history. Tampa Bay, they're playing later. How about Junior Caminero? He has homered in 5 straight and has home runs in 8. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Junior Caminero has homered 8 times in the last 7 games. Rosie, he's a most valuable player, strong candidate. Now the 1-1 pitch and time called.
Absolutely. And you wonder, with him, it seems like more than just a hot stretch. He's pretty consistent. Not saying he can keep it going at this rate the rest of the year, but he has established himself at a very young age as a premium power threat.
Bases loaded, nobody out. 5-0 Cleveland in the third. The 1-1 to Berger, and he waves at it. That was a good curveball. 1-2. And how about Miami? Cleveland sees Miami on their next road trip next week. Minnesota, Miami. That's the road trip before the All-Star break. And Miami quietly playing well. The pitch, got him! Swinging on another curve. Berger strikes out for the second time. 1 down, bases still loaded. And here's Kyle Higashioka. Miami was the best team in baseball in June. I don't know if anybody in Miami knows that. The Marlins were 20-6 in the month of June. Here's Higashioka. He takes a curve down and in. And Miami's back in the hunt. Boy, it looked like a runaway, but now in the East, Atlanta 2.5 ahead of Philly, and Miami 4.5 back. Now the set. Now the 1-0 to Higashioka. And he cuts and misses. Good changeup. Higashioka. His father is Japanese. He is a California native. Now the 1-1. Just caught the outside corner. He challenges the call. Oh, this is a big challenge here. With the bases loaded. Count right now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count right now, 2 balls, 1 strike. Higashioka was right. Chris Siegel was wrong. And if he had lost that challenge, Texas would have been out of challenges for the rest of the game. So now a 2-1 count with the bases loaded. 5-0 Cleveland. Infield back. The pitch. Inside 3-1. Boy, we haven't seen Cantillo struggle with his command really since May. But he is wobbling right now with this big lead. The 3-1 delivery from Joey Cantillo. That's a strike on a fastball. He challenges it again. He's wrong, and Texas is out of challenges for the rest of the game here in the 3rd inning. The call confirmed. It's a full count on Higashioka. Chris Siegel just wanted to remind everybody in the first base dugout one more time, you're out of challenges. Now Cantillo with a payoff pitch. Just missed high, and now Cleveland challenges the call. That was a high curveball. Looked high from here. Let's see. Yeah, that wasn't close. Ball 4. Cantillo walks in a run. That at bat was the most highly anticipated ABS challenge at bat of the year. 3 different challenges in the Kyle Higashioka at bat. Bottom line, Cleveland 5, Texas 1. 3rd walk in the inning, 4th walk in the game. And now the batter, Cam Cauley. The pitch, and he banks one up the middle near second. Gloved by Schneemann, steps, throws, double play, ends the inning. And Cantillo, once again, at his best, went in a jam. 5-1 Guardians, middle of the 3rd.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career into high gear through a building trades apprenticeship. Ohio is calling up the next generation of skilled tradespeople across the state. We're hiring electricians, plumber, pipe fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, bricklayers, cement masons, boiler makers, roofers, insulators, laborers, elevator constructors, and painters and glazers. Don't miss your shot at big money and full benefits in a construction apprenticeship. Are you ready to build your future? Start your application today at OhioConstructionTrades.com.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Kyle Manzardo hitting cleanup and DHing, leads off the third. 5-1 Cleveland. Mackenzie Gore misses high. Gore giving up 5 in the second on a safety squeeze bunt. A wild pitch scored another, and a 3-run home run to right by David Fry. The 1-0 pitch from Gore, and it's in there. Gore was with the Washington Nationals. He had been the third pick in the draft by San Diego. He was then one of 6 players traded. The pitch down low, 2-1. San Diego traded 6 to Washington for Juan Soto. Among them, Mackenzie Gore. Down the 2-1. Swung on. That is fouled. Down the left side, out of play. 2-2. That's a trade where obviously it didn't work out for San Diego. They didn't get to the World Series. At home, my goodness. Did they give up some talent? Here's the windup by Mackenzie Gore. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Manzardo. And he sends a floater into left center, base hit. So Cleveland's got its 5th hit. Want to bring up Brian Rocchio. Not only did Mackenzie Gore go from San Diego to Washington for Juan Soto, but so did C.J. Abrams. He's an all-star shortstop. How about outfielder James Wood, an MVP candidate? Outfielder Robert Hassel, and a couple of other minor leaguers. And then Gore comes in another blockbuster this past winter to Texas. Brian Rocchio takes outside a ball. Rocchio singled and scored last inning. Gore was part of a package that saw 5 minor leaguers go from Texas to Washington back in January. The pitch, swing and a miss. Those are 2 mammoth trades for a young man who's still only 27. 5-1 Cleveland, bottom of the third. Manzardo on at first, nobody out. Gore's pitch, and it's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's the Hyundai Grand Slam giveaway inning, and Kim Brady of Cleveland trying to win the Hyundai Kona from your Northern Ohio Hyundai dealers. Visit HyundaiGrandSlam.com to enter. Now the 1-2. Swung on, popped foul, lower deck, first base side, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Will we see some of those blockbuster trades before the deadline on August 3rd? Deadline 6 o'clock Eastern Time, August 3rd. The pitch, swing and a foul back, and I think we mentioned it before, but at the deadline, Cleveland's off that day.
Tom, I think with the amount of teams in contention or who think they should be in contention, that yes, there will be some big-time deals.
And a lot will be determined here in this next month. The 1-2. Swung on, rolled toward third, foul. I mean, all you keep hearing, of course, Tarek Skubal dominated the Yankees last night in the Bronx. So, of course, the Yankees, and rightfully so, feel like the Tigers should hand him over to them.
For a bucket of balls.
Yep.
No prospects.
Actually, though, the Yankees are maybe one of the few teams that really don't need Tarek Skubal. 1-2. Got him swinging, and the bat goes flying off the netting above Cleveland's third base dugout. Would the Yankees like to have Tarek Skubal? Well, everybody would like to have him. It would cost you a fortune, and the Yankees are one of the probably best rotations in all of the game when they get Max Fried back.
I was going to say that there's a little bit of depth there, too, which is key.
Here's Gabriel Arias. Arias, right-handed hitter at third. Singled his first time up. Cuts and misses strike one. Yeah, Detroit's an interesting team because they're all in this year. You don't sign Framber Valdez if you're not all in. And Tigers saw firsthand what can happen a year ago by what Cleveland did. That pitch high, 1-1. Cleveland made history. 15.5 games behind Detroit. Greatest comeback in the history of the game to win the division. And why would Detroit give up now? The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Might be wishful thinking by some teams that Detroit wants to trade Tarek Skubal. Now, again, if they're 12 games under like they are now, 1st of August, maybe a different story. Maybe. The 1-2, up and in. I mean, people forget too, Rosie. September 5th, Cleveland was still 11 games out of first and under 500.
And who knows where the division is going, but certainly a winnable division, maybe not that far over 500 to win the division.
Yeah. Say that about the West, too, which means a wild card, maybe 2 wild card teams get in under 500. Now the 2-2. High, full count. I mean, you look right now, folks. Cleveland leading 5-1. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the third. Yankees, Tampa, the only teams above 500 in the East. Texas, Seattle, only teams above 500 in the West. Cleveland, Chicago, the only teams above 500 in the Central. Arias swings. Fly ball headed toward the line and right. Fairly deep. Making the catch near the track is Duran. And that ball not hit that well. Almost got to the warning track. That's how well it's carrying. Arias is out number 2. So you have 6 teams in the American League above 500. But 3 of those are either 1 or 2 games above 500. So really, is anybody truly out of it? Here's Khalil Watson, struck out his first time. Left on left, 5-1 Cleveland. Runner on, 2 down in the third. Watson takes high, ball 1. July is going to be fascinating. You have the All-Star break, you have the draft, and then after the All-Star break, all eyes are on potential trades. The 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0.
It is amazing, the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Early on, you try to get your feet wet, see what you have, and then could be chaos in July.
It seemingly always is. The 2-0 pitch to Watson. And he drives one to deep right center field. This ball is off the top of the 9-foot wall. Hitting third, Manzardo stops there. And in with a double is Khalil Watson. He may be missed by a foot or 2 feet from a line shot 2-run home run. A left-on-left double, his third. And that was tattooed. And the Guardians with second and third and 2 down, and catcher Austin Hedges coming to the plate. He had that RBI on a safety squeeze bunt to drive in the first run in the 5-run second. Two down, second and third occupied, 5-1 Cleveland. Hedges checks on a pitch low, ball 1. He did not go on the appeal at first. Outfield, medium deep, straight away. Mackenzie Gore, he's ready. Pitch number 70 for him. High 2-0.
47, Winston Santos now warming.
Winston Santos, a left-hander up in the Texas pen. A laborious day for Mackenzie Gore. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tapped by third base coach Rugi Odor. 2-1 to count. Five runs, 6 hits Cleveland. 1 run, 3 hits Texas. Bottom of the third with 2 down. Ansardo at third, Watson at second. Now the 2-1 pitch. Outside again, 3-1. Now you put Austin Hedges in a hitter's count like this, he has power. And again, he's a vastly improved hitter here in 2026 as he steps away, spins into the batting gloves, climbs back in, and he's looking to remove all doubt on this next pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Full count. 97 miles an hour on the fastball. The payoff pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Shallow center. Foscue is out. The second baseman waves everybody off. 5-1 Cleveland through 3 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
It happens every night. The clock strikes dinner, and suddenly it's all you can think about. What's for dinner? That's when you think Stouffer's. Rich, cheesy lasagna, freshly made stuffed peppers, and creamy, comforting mac and cheese. Made with quality ingredients and ready when you are. Dinner solved. When the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
Rosie here. Can't handle a lineup of pests? Make a call to the bullpen. The Rose Home Service Program mows down pests year-round. Based on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, and each comes with a dedicated technician. The program keeps you ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problems? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Celebrating 50 years of impact, Ohio University's Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine leads the way from Cleveland to communities across our great state as the #1 producer of primary care doctors in Ohio. Learn more at ohio.edu/medicine.
Celebrate America's 250 years with unprecedented savings at Wayside Furniture. Enjoy special factory authorized discounts on Made in America brands like Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Bassett, Bernhardt, Craftmasters, Sealy, and more. Plus, get an extra 17.76% off hundreds of already reduced items store-wide. Ask about 36-month special financing, free delivery, and receive a free gift with qualifying purchase. Hurry in. July 4th celebration offers end July 11th. Wayside Furniture, keeping it local since 1937.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Joey Cantillo working with a 5-1 lead as we head to the fourth here in downtown Cleveland. And he'll face Alejandro Ozuna, the Texas left fielder, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Cantillo had to battle last inning, had some command issues walking 3, including walking in a run with the bases loaded, and so far that's the only run for the Rangers. But Cantillo not quite as sharp with the command today as he has been. But he's battling through and has limited Texas to just the 1 run. Here's the pitch to Ozuna, and he swings and lines it to shallow center. Coming on, making the running catch is Watson. Good jump by Watson, and that ball hung up there for him, and he made the catch. Looked like a lot easier than maybe it should have been off the bat, with that good jump and good hustle to come in and make the play. Elias Diaz, the catcher, steps in, singled his first time up. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton from Progressive Field. A hot box today. Brian Motze up the street at Command Center in the cool air conditioning of the Command Center studios. There's a strike on the outside corner to Diaz. Well, we started at 90 degrees. It's warmer than that now. The heat index over 100. Here comes the 0-1. Diaz swings, pops it up high in the air on the infield, first base side. Battling the sun, Hoskins makes the catch in fair territory, about 10 feet in front of that first base bag. So 2 quick outs for Cantillo, and man, could he use this and get his fielders in the dugout quickly. Number 9 hitter Nicky Lopez will step in. Pick up the Guardians Dollar Bank credit card, actually debit card, and score exclusive perks like savings at the Guardians team store or online at MLBshop.com. Visit dollar.bank/baseball for all the details. Pitch to Lopez, fastball in tight for ball 1. 5-1. Cleveland in front thanks to a 5-run second inning. Big 3-run home run from David Fry keying that rally. Here's the 1-0. Strike called on the inside corner. Quickly 1-1 on Lopez. He bounced to first his first time up. Left-handed hitting infielder at shortstop today for the Rangers. Here's Cantillo's 1-1. Waved at and missed. Off speed. 1-2 the count. And again, Cantillo looking for a low pitch, quick inning. He's 2/3 of the way there. On a day where I'm sure manager Stephen Vogt and the pitching crew will keep close watch on Cantillo with that high heat and humidity. Right now, Cantillo at 66 pitches. Here's his 1-2 to Lopez. Up and in, almost hit him up high, but he ducked out of the way. And now the count's 2-2. Mentioned the high heat and humidity. It's sunshine here downtown and a breeze that's been blowing out toward right all day. Ball carrying very well, especially to that part of the ballpark. Here's Cantillo's 2-2 pitch to Lopez. Inside, and it hit him. Looked like the same pitch, trying to uncork a breaking ball, and it just wouldn't break for him, and Lopez was hit in the back. So a 2-out base runner for the Rangers. That's 4 walks and a hit batsman now for Cantillo. And I wonder if a challenge today for the breaking stuff is getting a good grip on the baseball. With you got to figure some perspiration in the mix. You see Cantillo's been going to that rosin bag quite a bit, trying to keep those fingers dry and get a good grip on the baseball. But that one got away. So now back to the top of the lineup for Justin Foscue. A walk and a ground out in 2 trips. Cantillo delivers, and Foscue looks at an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. There was the good Cantillo changeup. Foscue, one of 3 Rangers who took Cantillo deep when he faced them in Arlington in early June. Different story today, the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Kind of an odd day that day. Cantillo, Tom mentioned it earlier, giving up the 7 runs. But he had 7 strikeouts that day as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Off speed, down low. Did he check it? He did. And after that game, pitching coach Carl Willis and Stephen Vogt, the manager, both said they thought his stuff was good. But for whatever reason, Texas hitters were able to jump on 3 pitches that they took out of the ballpark, and that was the ball game. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, line drive to left. Fry moves over and makes the catch to retire Foscue and the Rangers in the 4th. After 3.5, it's the Guardians 5, the Rangers 1.
Are you ready to join a winning team? Like the Guardians, Swage Lock is proud to call Northeast Ohio home. As a leading manufacturer of fluid system solutions, our products can be found all over the world. We are one of the largest employers in the Cleveland area and an award-winning workplace. Discover where stability meets opportunity with a career at Swage Lock. We're hiring and invite you to explore open jobs at jobs.swagelock.com. That's jobs.swagelock.com.
Swung on, there's a high fly ball, launched to right field. Home run, Jose Ramirez. This is Jim Rosenhaus, and you are listening to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Your life's on your phone. Your vehicle should be too. When you download the Spitzer VIP app, convenience is number one. View vehicle health. Get important alerts. Schedule service in seconds. Earn reward points. Plus, new vehicles come with complimentary oil changes and a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. It's all trackable in the Spitzer VIP app. From GPS to live chat support, 100% convenience is here 24/7. Download today. Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer. Proud sponsor of the Guardians.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
The Balloon Daddy Show following the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Number 9 hitter Daniel Schneemann leads things off for the Guardians as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. 5-1 Cleveland, facing Mackenzie Gore, who continues at 74 pitches, and his first to Schneemann is up high for ball one. Schneemann walked his first time up. He was part of that 5-run rally in the second inning. That's the difference in this game. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and that's blasted high and deep to left down the line, near foul ground and out of room. Unable to make the play is Ozuna, the left fielder. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes is on. It's presented by T-Mobile, the ultimate bucket list experience. Your chance to win trips to all 30 Major League ballparks. Go to MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps and use the number 30. Don't spell it out. You'll be in good shape. 1-1 the count on Schneemann. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped to first, grabbed by the first baseman Berger, and he flips to the pitcher covering. Gore's there in time for the first out in the inning. Back to the top of the lineup for David Fry, who's had the big hit in this game. A 3-run home run in that 5-run second inning, and that capped the 5-run inning. Guardians with that big inning have that 5-1 lead. They're trying to avoid a sweep here at home against Texas. The last time Texas came in here and swept Cleveland was back in 2011, a 4-game series. And bear in mind that season Texas went to the World Series, and the Guardians were in a tough stretch where the winning seasons were hard to come by. Here's the pitch to Fry, and it's outside for ball one. Always fun to look back at some box scores from many years ago. And the starting pitchers in that series for Cleveland, interesting. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball to short. Corralled by the shortstop Lopez. Long throw, got him at first. 2 up, 2 down for the Guardians. Chase DeLauder will bat. He's 1 for 2 with a double. But your starters in that series, the guy who's at the ballpark this week, Justin Masterson, who had some fine seasons for Cleveland. A young Carlos Carrasco. He wasn't really rolling yet. That was very early in his major league career. Here's the pitch to DeLauder, a check swing roller foul over to the first base side. Mitch Talbot, who had some good stretches for the Guardians on the mound. And the other starter, the pitcher formerly known as Fausto Carmona, at that point he was Roberto Hernandez. He was the 4th starter. They all took losses
in that series against Texas. The last time the Rangers came in here and swept. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and that's cued slowly third base side on the infield, and this is going to be an infield single as no one can pick it up, and it stops rolling right in front of the third baseman, Josh Young. So DeLauder has an infield single, and the Guardians have a 2-out base runner here in the 4th. Now there it is, Masterson, Carrasco, Talbot, and Hernandez, who you may know better as Fausto Carmona. Those were the starters in that series against Texas, and this year's club trying to avoid a sweep here today. And so far, 5-1 Cleveland in the 4th as Rhys Hoskins steps in and skies one to shallow right. Charging in Duran, the right fielder, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So we head to the 5th. Cleveland 5, Texas 1.
Step up to the plate at Guardians BP live on Saturday, July 11th. Participants can take batting practice on the field, shag fly balls, play catch in the outfield, and tour Progressive Field Visitors Clubhouse. Space is limited. Register today at events.cleguardians.com.
If your pet stares at their bowl like you just served them gas station sushi, it's time for Birdie and Louie. Family owned, with recipes made right here in Ohio, we make nutrient-dense, superfood-infused gourmet pet food at possum prices that even picky eaters crave. And no corn, wheat, soy, or mystery junk. It's premium, nutritious, and furry family member approved. Birdie and Louie. Pets love it. Picky ones demand it. Get yours today at your local Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians.
The mission of the Bob Feller Act of Valor Foundation, through the unique intersection of baseball and the Department of the Navy, is to recognize and honor those who support our service members with the Bob Feller Act of Valor Award. We use the story of the Hall of Fame pitcher and Chief Petty Officer during World War II to teach the legacy of the greatest generation to the youngest generation and instill in them the virtues of service, sacrifice, and citizenship. Learn more at actofvaloraward.org.
Don't bust your knuckles, bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The #1 selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional-grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a...
Hi, it's Bill Wills. Tomorrow morning, I got you covered. News, sports, traffic, and weather together. WTAM 1100.
Guardians up 5-1, 5th inning. Joey Cantillo back to it, facing Josh Young, who's been up twice, walked twice. Here's Cantillo's pitch, and Young takes it upstairs for a ball. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Guardians. 1 run, just 3 hits for Texas. Both teams playing airless baseball. On a hot one today downtown. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Young. White Sox come in tomorrow for a 6:40 start, then back-to-back 7:10 first pitches with fireworks after both Friday and Saturday night. So if you haven't made plans yet for the 4th, Saturday, come on down. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and fouled off at home plate. Then Sunday is a 2 o'clock game. And that should be a fun series. If it's anything like the series that the Guardians and White Sox played last week in Chicago, it should be a dandy. That was a wildly entertaining series. Close ball games throughout. Sox won 2 out of 3, and they are in first place right now. The 1-2, down low, 2-2. Guardians came in 2 games back of the front-running White Sox. Chicago in Baltimore this afternoon, and the Orioles lead that game 5-1 in the top of the 7th. Now the 2-2. Upstairs for a ball. 3-2 the count on Young. Ezekiel Duran is next, then Jake Berger in the top half of the 5th inning. Here's Cantillo's payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the straight change. Had him so far out front that Young on that swing went down to one knee. He was that far off balance. But that's what the Cantillo changeup can do to a hitter.
And for today, that's 4 strikeouts for Cantillo. Now he faces Ezekiel Duran, who's 2 for 2, a pair of singles. Guardians up 5-1. Here's Cantillo's pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. This message from our friends at Cleveland Clinic is: your child ready for school and sports? Don't rush it. It's July 1st. But we get the idea. Got to be ready, especially if they're in sports. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Schedule their yearly physicals today. Visit clevelandclinicchildrens.org/pediatricians to schedule an appointment. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, blooped down the right side. Long run, DeLauder reaches, makes the catch in fair territory. He brushed up against that sidewall, but it didn't look like a hard collision. As everyone holds their breath in that dugout, nice backhanded grab by DeLauder. And when he went up against that sidewall, it looked like he kind of went in there with his backside to the sidewall and trying to protect those ribs. And it looks like he's okay. Nice play by DeLauder for the second out in the inning. Jake Berger steps in with the bases empty. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on and tapped to first. Up with it, Hoskins. Flips to Cantillo in time for the out. And another quick inning for Joey Cantillo, as he's worked 5, and as we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's 5-1 Cleveland.
Dollar Bank is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Only with Dollar Bank can you get a Cleveland Guardians debit card design and Guardians branded checks. And when you use your card at the Guardians team store online or at Progressive Field, you'll get a great deal on the latest officially licensed MLB gear, too. To learn more, visit dollar.bank/baseball. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. The perks described herein are subject to change or termination without notice and at the sole discretion of Dollar Bank and or the Cleveland Guardians. Get ready for a day of family fun at Progressive Field. The Guards take on the White Sox on July 5th. Catch an exciting matchup on the field. Enjoy special Kids Fun Day activities and stick around after the game for Kids Run the Bases presented by Cleveland Clinic Children's. Get tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Make WTAM 1100 a preset on our free iHeartRadio app and listen to Guardians Baseball.
Kyle Mansardo will get it started for the Guardians in the bottom of the 5th inning with Cleveland in front by a score of 5-1. Out hitting the Rangers 7-3. Here's the pitch from Mackenzie Gore, and it's waved at and missed for strike 1. Mansardo's 1 for 2. He singled back in the 3rd inning. Left on left here, and it's been okay for Kyle Mansardo this season. Here's the pitch from the lefty Gore. Down low for a ball. Mansardo hitting .267 off the lefties, better than he's been hitting righties, and that's up and down the lineup for Cleveland. Reverse splits for a lot of the hitters. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Mansardo steps out, gets some time to readjust the batting gloves. Here comes Gore's 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mansardo down on strikes. That's the 6th for Gore, and now Brian Rocchio will step in. Fans now through August the 6th, you can visit GuardiansF150Sweeps.com for your chance to win a Guardians Edition F-150 Raptor truck, courtesy of your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. Rocchio, switch hitter, right side. The pitch to him. Outside, ball one, breaking ball. Rocchio's 1 for 2 with a single. Back in that 5-run second inning, that's the difference now. Guardians up 5-1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and that's lifted high in the air to left, fairly deep. Near the line goes Ozuna into foul ground. He makes the catch in foul territory just before running against that sidewall down the left field line. 2 quick outs for Gore. And Gabriel Arias will step in. Arias has singled, scored a run, and flied to right. Regular playing time at third base with the injury to Jose Ramirez. The pitch to him is swung on and missed, and that's part of our Elk and Elk injury report. If an auto accident or medical malpractice caused you injury, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Jose trying to do everything he can to get back as soon as possible after hamate surgery.
Santos has resumed drawing.
Getting that hand strong again. Still a ways away, as is Angel Martinez. Here's the 0-1. And that's down low for a ball. 1-1 they count. On the other side, just today, the Rangers had to put Corey Seager back on the injured list with back issues. That's a big loss for them. Here's the 1-1. Down low. Nope, a strike on the inside corner. Arias thought it was down low, so he's going to challenge. And let's see how this one goes. It was a strike. So the Guardians are out of challenges. Both teams no longer can challenge balls or strikes from the 5th inning on. So 1-2 the count on Gabriel Arias. Gore delivers, and it's waved out and missed. Strike 3. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Guardians in the 5th. We are headed to the 6th. Your score, Cleveland 5, Texas 1.
This season, PNC and the Guardians are going to bat for small business. This month's winning business is Ohio City Burrito. This fast casual restaurant brings the flavors of Mexico to Cleveland by serving made-from-scratch Mexican flavors in their burritos, bowls, nachos, and fresh tacos made daily. From the Ohio City flagship to Lakewood, downtown, or even inside Progressive Field, their fresh, flavorful eats are never far away. Ohio City Burrito, made to roll.
America drives Toyota and the stylishly affordable built-in the USA Corolla. Now through August 3rd, lease a new gas-powered 26 Corolla LE for $219 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing for a contract cost of $11,664. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees. With approved credit through TFS, price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get Cleveland clean at Clean Express Auto Wash and wash anywhere with our Wash Smart Unlimited membership that you can use at every location for one low price. Learn more at cleanexpresswash.com. Proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
In Ohio, Guardians fans love to see the pitcher deliver a fastball. But when life throws you a curveball like a house fire or water damage, it can be devastating. Fortunately, there's a designated hitter in Paul Davis Restoration. Water, fire, wind, mold. Paul Davis Restoration handles everything from cleanup to recovery to reconstruction for residential and commercial properties. When your home or business faces a devastating blow, Paul Davis is the answer. Paul Davis Restoration, the Guardian's official partner of property damage restoration. The Balloon Daddy Show following the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
We have played 5 innings. Cleveland with that one big inning, still with a 5-1 lead. It's the 6th. Kyle Higashioka leads it off and looks at a breaking ball strike. Hi again, everybody. Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze with you. Joey Cantillo walked in a run. That's been it. This is the man he walked with the bases loaded. Higashioka takes inside and the count 1-1. Currently 92 degrees with a real feel of 103. A sun-baked Wednesday afternoon here on the shores of Lake Erie. Cantillo has struck out 4, walked 4, hit a batter. The pitch, and he missed inside with a changeup, 2-1. 5-inning totals: Cleveland 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 4 left. Texas 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 6 stranded. The 2-1, and he pounded the outside corner with a fastball, 2-2. Well, obviously fatigue becomes a factor much more quickly on a day like today than a normal day. The 2-2, a swing and a foul, bounced outside of third. But right now the Cleveland bullpen is quiet, and boy, if Joey Cantillo can get through 6 innings, what a big shot in the arm that is for the bullpen when you think of the 4-game series coming up with the White Sox starting tomorrow night. The 2-2 swung on, golf foul down the left field line into the lower deck. Those Chicago White Sox today are finally losing 5-1, bottom of the 7th inning in Maryland. Baltimore trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Now the 2-2. Fouled it upstairs. Will do it again. Detroit leading New York 1-0, trying to sweep that series. They're in the bottom of the 5th in the Bronx. Yankees have lost 6 in a row. Now the 2-2. Down low, missed again with a curveball. Full count. Washington has jumped on Boston 5-0, 4th inning at Fenway. And the Cubs all over San Diego 4-0 in the 2nd at Wrigley. The pitch, swung on, fouled at the plate, threw him another curveball. And here in downtown Cleveland, Texas got its only run on a bases-loaded walk in the 3rd. Cleveland had a 5-run second. Safety squeeze scored a run. Wild pitch scored another. And a David Fry 3-run home run to right. Now the 3-2. Swung on, drilled foul down the right side into the club seats. Still a full count and a good at bat here for Kyle Higashioka. 10 pitches and counting. And that'll get Cleveland's bullpen busy. The payoff, and he just missed down and in, and a leadoff walk. Remember now, both ball clubs out of challenges. Colin Holderman, the right-hander, warming in the Cleveland bullpen. Higashioka starts the Texas 6th with a 5th walk issued, and now Austin Hedges, a little bit of stall time, walks to the mound. Cameron Cawley, the youngster, will be the batter, and Stephen Vogt says, you know what, I'm not taking any more chances. We've got a call to the bullpen, and as always, it is brought to you by Spartan Storm Shield, the roof system to last your lifetime. Visit SpartanStormShield.com.
Is your roof protecting your home or putting it at risk? Roof damage often starts small and stays unnoticed until it leads to costly repairs. Spartan Storm Shield, a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians, is offering a free roof analysis covering the 7 most common problem areas. If you want the kind of protection that doesn't leak, the gold glove defense in every season, call your local family-owned Spartan Storm Shield. Call 330-SPARTAN to schedule your free roof inspection today. Again, that's 330-772-7826 or visit SpartanStormShield.com.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win. Like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
The day's happenings.
Today we learned here's what we know.
Every day.
In real time.
On WTAM 1100.
It's hard to believe that Colin Holderman actually spent time in the minor leagues this year. Got sent back to Columbus, then recalled in late April, and now he's become irreplaceable in the Cleveland bullpen. Holderman, 6'6", 230, 31 years of age, upper 90s sinker and slider. 5-1 Cleveland, Texas batting, 6th inning. A runner on, nobody out. Cam Cauley lifted for a pinch hitter just up from the minors. The left-handed hitting Josh Smith. The pitch, and it hangs outside. Backdoor slider for ball one. Texas putting Corey Seager back on the injured list with a bad back. Smith bangs one inside the bag at third. Base hit near the line and left. Fry over to cut it off, and everybody will stop after one advancement. Higashioka to second. Josh Smith with a pinch hit single. And here is Alejandro Osuna, the left-handed hitting left fielder. Holderman's numbers this year: 4 wins, a 1.48 ERA, a 1.26 batting average against, and he pounds a 97-mile-an-hour sinker in there for a called strike. He's got his hands full now. Texas playing its best ball of the year. The pitch, swung on a chopper back up the middle behind second. Gloved by Schneemann to second one. Rocchio's relay not in time. Higashioka to third. Osuna on with the fielder's choice at first. Smith forced out at second. One down. Here's Elias Diaz. 1 for 2 with a single. For Colin Holderman, a nightmarish 2025 campaign with Pittsburgh. Earned run average over 7. Missed 7 weeks with a bad thumb and a knee sprain. There's a called strike. Got his mechanics back in order, working with Carl Willis and this tremendous pitches coaching staff. The pitch, and it's a little inside, tried with the front door slider. 1-1. And he said, I feel like now I'm back throwing the way I've always been capable of. And his confidence at an all-time high. The 1-1 pitch with the infield back. Swung on a chopper on the right side. It gets into right field. Caught. Spinning throw to first. High throw. Hoskins leaps up. Comes down in the bag to get Diaz. Wow. Schneemann on a chopper that actually got through the right side into shallow right. Grabbed it on a lunge. Spun and did a 360 spin. High throw to first. Hoskins went up. Grabbed it, came back down on the bag, and got Diaz. Higashioka scores, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Osuna at second, 2 down. Here's Nicky Lopez, a ground out hit by a pitch. The pitch, and it's over but low. So the walks were the really only blemish for Joey Cantillo today. The 2 runs came on batters that had reached on a walk. The pitch, swung on, ripped inside the bag at third, down the left field line. This will score Osuna. On his way to second is Lopez, and it's a 5-3 ball game. So Texas not going quietly. and not mailing it in to end this 10-game road trip. And it's a 5-3 game with a runner now at second. And 2 down, top of the order, Nicky Lopez with his second double and 8th RBI. Justin Foscue, 0 for 2, a walk, scored a run. Right-handed batter, and he takes the slider strike. So Joey Cantillo today goes 5, gives up 2 runs on 3 hits, walked 5, hit a batter, struck out 4. Colin Holderman sets, checks second. Holderman's pitch, another slider and another strike, 0-2. Tim Herron up in the Cleveland bullpen.
And Winston Santos up for Texas.
Now the 2-strike pitch. Down and away, 3rd straight slider. Backhanded by Hedges. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5-3 Cleveland. They had led 5-0 after 2. Foscue out of Mississippi State University. The pitch. And he taps one weakly. Third base side, stays on the grass. That'll be a base hit. Maybe 18 feet from home plate. Might as well have bunted it. You couldn't get a better result. And that's how it's going when you're hot. Foscue with an infield hit. And now runners at the corners for Josh Young. And another visit from pitching coach Carl Willis. Suddenly, a white knuckler on a steamy day in Cleveland. 5-3 Guardians. Rangers at first and third, 2 down in the 6th. And Texas playing without Corey Seager, injured list with a back. Playing without Brandon Nimmo, not on the injured list, but still woozy from crashing into the wall in Toronto. And a scrappy bunch under first-year manager Skip Schumacher, who replaced the future Hall of Famer Bruce Bochy. Bochy won 3 World Series with the Giants and then won the World Series with Texas 3 years ago. Josh Young, the batter, 2 walks and a strikeout. Right-hander against right-hander. He has been a tough out the whole series. The pitch, and it's in there, a strike at 97 miles per hour. Outfield, bunching toward the gaps, medium deep. The pitch just caught the outside corner. Boy, Young didn't like the call, but both teams are out of challenges. Young takes a stroll. He would have challenged that call, no question. And he probably would have won. 0-2 the count. The next offering, way outside, a backhanded pick on a slider in the dirt. What a play by Hedges, reaching across the body to backhand it on the short hop. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Young. The former Texas Tech Red Raider, 8th pick in the draft overall in the 2019 first round. The 1-2, slider way outside again, 2-2. Young from San Antonio, then played collegiately in Lubbock, now playing professionally in Arlington. The 2-2. Runner goes, got him swinging on a fastball. So Holderman works out of it, but Texas is back in the game. 5-3 Guardians, middle of the 6th on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win. Like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hi, I'm Pat Moran, owner of Window World and a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Today's game is brought to you by another winning team, Window World. We're family owned right here in Ohio, and for more than 23 years, we've been providing you with quality windows, doors, siding, and gutters professionally installed, backed by a lifetime warranty, and always at a great price. So let's hit a grand slam together and call the Window World team at 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD or visit windowworld.com for a free in-home estimate.
Hey, Cleveland, are you looking to score big with your home equity? Union Home Mortgage will help you unlock the value of your home and fund the promises you've made to yourself and your family. Visit UHM.com and score financial freedom today.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging.
Let me check that for you.
To help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
First time in this series, we're going to see the right-hander Cole Winn. Josh Smith now in left field, and Alejandro Osuna will move over to center. 5-3 Rangers trailing Cleveland here in the bottom of the sixth. Cole Winn throws in the mid-90s. Fastball, sinker, curve, slider, split finger. On the year, Cole Winn, 3 wins, 1 save, a .658 earned run average in 29 appearances. Former first-round pick, 15th overall in the 2018 draft. Khalil Watson, Austin Hedges, Daniel Schneemann, bottom third of the Cleveland lineup. Cleveland a 5-run second. That's been it. The pitch, and it's swung on a little floater into right center field, and the center fielder Osuna retires Watson, who's 1 for 3 today with a double. Here's Austin Hedges, that safety squeeze RBI bunt that popped up. Hey, when you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster, Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster, always working like a pro. Hunter Gaddis will be pitching the 7th inning for Cleveland. And the way this series has gone, don't be surprised if Cade Smith is called upon for a multi-inning save. The pitch swung on, a weak fly ball to right. Coming in is Duran to retire Hedges, 2 down. Here's Daniel Schneemann, a walk and a ground out. Two outs, nobody on. 5-3 Cleveland, bottom of the 6th. Huge American flag above the bullpens out on the plaza area in right center, hanging limp. 92 degrees. The pitch, and it's in there. Normally you would say, well, this heat.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything going to keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Enter to win a $10,000 college savings award at collegeadvantage.com/guardians.
It happens every night. The clock strikes dinner, and suddenly it's all you can think about. What's for dinner? That's when you think Stouffer's. Rich, cheesy lasagna, freshly made stuffed peppers, and creamy, comforting mac and cheese. Made with quality ingredients and ready when you are. Dinner solved. When the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
News, talk sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Hunter Gaddis is on the pitch now for Cleveland. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Texas lineup. Cleveland with a 5-3 lead. Gaddis fastball, mid-90s, slider, changeup. Appearance number 29. 1 win, 1 save, 14 holds, 342 earned run average. Duran 2 for 3, couple of singles. Outfield not deep, straight away. The pitch, and it's popped up foul into the seats behind the plate. Tim Herron warming up for the second time today. Well, the Guardians and PNC Bank are going to bat for small business. PNC Bank honors 6 local businesses for making a difference in the community. The 0-1. Check swing foul back, 0-2. For the White Sox series, which begins tomorrow night, Slade Ciccone against Davis Martin. Friday night, Gavin Williams against Anthony Kay. Saturday night, Parker Messick against Sean Burke. Now the 0-2. Swung on, drill to right. That's a base hit. Toward the line to cut it off to Lauder. And Duran's had a 3-hit game. Texas was down 5-0, and the tying run to the plate, and Jake Berger, who leads them with 14 homers and 52 RBIs. He's 0 for 3. Sunday's finale with the White Sox, Tanner Bybee and Eric Fetty. The pitch, down low, ball 1. Terrific series in Chicago. And we'll see what the next 4 bring against the White Sox. The 1-0. Wide again, ball 2, 2-0. In Chicago, every game was a 1-run affair. Cleveland 1-1, Chicago 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1 on Berger. Berger, originally drafted by the White Sox. First round, 11th overall in the 2017 draft. Out of Missouri State University. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chase the slider in the other batter's box. 2-2. Hunter Gaddis. Back partially turned to the hitter. Lets it rip. And he missed down low. Full count. Gaddis is the 4th player ever from Georgia State University to get to the major leagues. Georgia State's most famous alum, the actress Julia Roberts. Two-run lead for Cleveland. It's getting precarious in the 7th. The payoff. Checked on a pitch outside. Almost went after the slider. Didn't. Boy, these walks are killers. Berger to first. Duran to second. Nobody out. Kyle Higashioka, the batter. He's walked twice today. Once he scored. Once he walked with the bases loaded to force in a run. He also flied out. Beg your pardon. Jack Peterson will pinch hit for Higashioka. Kyle Higashioka is out as the DH. And Kyle Peterson, who homered last night, steps to the plate with 14 bombs, 31 RBIs. The left-handed slugger hits it foul outside of first. He was way out in front on a changeup. Five to 3 Cleveland, seventh inning, 2 on, nobody out for Peterson. More homers and RBIs than he had all of last year. The one-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Came back with a changeup. 0-2. Outfield. Fairly deep. Toward right. Again, the ball is just jumping out of this park today if you put a good swing on it. Now the set. Now the 0-2 pitch. Just missed low with a third consecutive changeup. Let's see if Gaddis tries to change the eye level, maybe with a high fastball. Just don't miss. The 1-2. Swung on, popped it up foul. This is coming near the backstop and out of play. Four straight changeups to Jock Peterson. Peterson last year missed 2 months. He fractured his right wrist at his worst season ever. Boy, has he bounced back. The 1-2. Fouled it upstairs. That was a fastball. He's starting to bounce around a little bit, but he can still put a charge into it. Dodgers, Cubs, Braves, Giants, Arizona, now Texas, his 6th Major League team. The 1-2. Got him swinging on a changeup. So Gaddis gets a mammoth strikeout of pinch hitter Jock Peterson. 1 down. And here comes manager. Stephen Vogt is going to go left on left. The only batters left on the Texas bench are left-handed. And the next 2 batters in the lineup are left-handed. So negates any moves Skip Schumacher can make to counter Tim Herron. 5-3 Cleveland. It's the 7th.
Is your roof protecting your home or putting it at risk? Roof damage often starts small and stays unnoticed until it leads to costly repairs. Spartan Storm Shield, a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians, is offering a free roof analysis covering the 7 most common problem areas. If you want the kind of protection that doesn't leak, the gold glove defense in every season, call your local family-owned Spartan Storm Shield. Call 330-SPARTAN to schedule your free roof inspection today. Again, that's 330-772-7826 or visit SpartanStormShield.com.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The mission of the Bob Feller Act of Valor Foundation, through the unique intersection of baseball and the Department of the Navy, is to recognize and honor those who support our service members with the Bob Feller Act of Valor Award. We use the story of the Hall of Fame pitcher and Chief Petty Officer during World War II to teach the legacy of the greatest generation to the youngest generation and instill in them the virtues of service, sacrifice, and citizenship. Learn more at actofvaloraward.org.
This is Bill Wills. We'll catch up with Rosie tomorrow morning, 8:45. Preview the White Sox series, WTAM 1100.
Left-hander Tim Herron coming on. It's a 5-3 Cleveland lead. Rangers at first and second, one out in the seventh. The key for Herron, strikes. He has walked 19 in 28 innings, but he's got good stuff. The pitch to Smith, way outside. Josh Smith, just up from the minor leagues today. Came off the bench, got a pinch hit single last inning. Duran at second, Berger at first. Cleveland up 2. The pitch swung on, bounced up the middle to his right. Glove by Schneemann. Glove flick to second, 1. Rocchio turns 2 to end the inning. Daniel Schneemann at second on a ball hit up the middle, going to his right. Backhanded grab, a glove flip to second, and Rocchio turned 2 to end the inning. Stretch time at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Cleveland 5, Texas 3 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Let's talk NOPEC. NOPEC uses the bulk buying power of nearly 1 million customers in over 250 Ohio communities to negotiate competitive electric and natural gas rates. They also work behind the scenes, challenging utility rate increases and fighting for consumer-friendly energy policies. For more than 25 years, NOPEC has been working to keep your energy bills affordable. Learn more at nopec.org or by calling NOPEC's 24/7 Customer Care Center.
Step back in time and celebrate America's pastime at the Baseball Heritage Museum at League Park, the birthplace of Cleveland baseball. Relive legendary moments and discover the history that shaped the game we love. Visit baseballheritagemuseum.org today.
Guardians fans, want to catch the game in serious style? Enter the Reward Yourself Sweepstakes, sponsored by Marathon, for your chance to win tickets to the KeyBank North Coast Social Box, the newest premium space at the ballpark. Just download the Marathon Rewards app and enter promo code GUARDS26 and you're in. Want more chances to win? Fuel up at participating Marathon stations from June 26th through July 12th for bonus entries. Don't miss out. Reward yourself today. See official rules in-app.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
The Balloon Daddy Show following the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians.
Stephen Kwan to bat for David Fry. Cole wins, pitch is in there, a strike. David Fry getting the biggest hit of the game, a 3-run homer to right to cap off Cleveland's 5-run second. 5-3 Cleveland, bottom of the 7th. Kwan taking strike 2. Second inning of work for the right-hander Cole Winn. Kwan batting .212, a homer, 13 RBIs. Now the 0-2. And he lines one toward the line and left, moving over. Smith dives. He can't make the catch. Ball gets by him. It'll roll to the wall. Kwan hits second. Smith falls down near the wall. Kwan slides into third with a triple. Stephen Kwan off the bench with a pinch hit triple down the left field line. His first 3-bagger of the year. And what a big run that is with nobody out. Down at third here in the 7th. When Josh Smith, racing to the line and left his feet to try to make the diving catch and couldn't. And once that ball kicked by him and went to the wall, you knew it would be at least 2. But then Smith going to the wall fell down trying to field the ball kicking off the wall. And Kwan never hesitated. And a leadoff triple. And once again, the pitching coach Jordan Teagues to the mound with Chase DeLauder due up. Eric Sabrowski warming in the Cleveland bullpen. Detroit now leads the Yanks 2-0 in the 7th. The White Sox have fallen 6-1 to Baltimore today. Washington hammering Boston 7-0 in the 6th. Cubs annihilating San Diego 9-0 in the 4th. And here with the infield in, runner at third, nobody out in the 7th, 5-3 Cleveland. Chase DeLauder 2 for 3, a double and a single. The pitch, and it's high and wide, ball 1. Ironically, the left-handed hitting DeLauder bats .372 against fellow lefties, now facing a righty, just .223. The pitch, and he rips one into right. There's an RBI hit. And DeLauder with a 3-hit game. RBI number 38 tops on the club. And Cleveland's got a 6-3 lead. Their first run since the 5-run second. And what a difference Chase DeLauder has made in his return. Out 2 weeks with a fractured rib. Still playing with a fractured rib. It's all about pain management, and you'd never know it. He has been as hot as anybody for the Cleveland Guardians, and it gives you an example of how much they missed him and are still missing Jose Ramirez and Angel Martinez. Texas with a pitching change. Cleveland with a 6-3 lead in the 7th.
Is your roof protecting your home or putting it at risk? Roof damage often starts small and stays unnoticed until it leads to costly repairs. Spartan Storm Shield, a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians, is offering a free roof analysis covering the 7 most common problem areas. If you want the kind of protection that doesn't leak, the Gold Glove defense in every season, call your local family-owned Spartan Storm Shield. Call 330-SPARTAN to schedule your free roof inspection today. Again, that's 330-772-7826 or visit SpartanStormShield.com.
Are you ready to join a winning team? Like the Guardians, SwageLock is proud to call Northeast Ohio home. As a leading manufacturer of fluid system solutions, our products can be found all over the world. We are one of the largest employers in the Cleveland area and an award-winning workplace. Discover where stability meets opportunity with a career at SwageLock. We're hiring and invite you to explore open jobs at jobs.swagelock.com. That's jobs.swagelock.com.
What a play by Mazana! What a smash by Kyle Manzardo!
There's nothing like a summer Friday at the ballpark. The Guards face the White Sox on July 3rd. Start your holiday weekend with Sugardale Dollar Dogs and $2 Miller Lite pregame. Then stick around for a Phantom Fireworks show presented by Wayside Furniture. Plus, 10,000 fans will score a new t-shirt thanks to Phantom Fireworks. Don't miss it. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Don't miss out on a great summer of baseball.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Big 4th of July 4-game series coming up with the White Sox starting tomorrow night. Then Friday night, those of you coming get a Guardians patriotic cap, plus a big post-game fireworks show. Tickets still available at CLEGuardians.com. If things hold up as they are now, when the series starts tomorrow night, Chicago will hold a 1-game lead over Cleveland. Guardians up 6-3 in the 7th. Cleveland with a runner at first, nobody out. Rhys Hoskins to face the right-hander Winston Santos. The set, the pitch. And he just missed with a slider. A little bit low. Mid to upper 90s fastball for Santos. Slider changeup. Right-hander against right-hander. Hoskins 0 for 3. The 1-0 delivery. Runner goes. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Slide safe. Boy, DeLauder went in feet first and hit that bag hard. He slides relatively late, feet first, and he's a big man. And hit that bag hard, but he stole it. Well, you would never know he's still playing with that broken rib. Third stolen base for DeLauder. And he is a presence in the lineup. Here is the 2-0 pitch now to Rhys Hoskins. Slider strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Cleveland, 6 runs, 9 hits. Texas, 3 runs, 7 hits. Runner at second, nobody out. The 2-1. In the dirt, off the glove of Diaz to the backstop. Wild pitch puts DeLauder at third. And now when you're Texas and it's 92 degrees out, you're playing your 10th consecutive game on this road trip. Hard not to think about, can we just get on the plane and go home? They've had a heck of a road trip. Even if they lose today, they'd be 7-3 on this trip. Infield in, and a strike on a fastball, full count. 6-3 Cleveland. DeLauder at third. Nobody out. Infield in. 7th inning. Santos, first base side of the rubber. Hands belt high. Lets it fly. Hoskins takes it slow and away off the glove to the backstop. Ball 4, and a run scores again on a wild pitch. Second time Cleveland has scored a run today on a wild pitch. And now Cleveland with a 7-3 lead as Hoskins will head to first. In that Rhys Hoskins at bat, while he was batting, DeLauder stole second. DeLauder went to third on a wild pitch. DeLauder scored on a wild pitch. And now, Winston Santos wants a little work done, either on the pitching rubber or landing area of the mound. Gives us a chance to tell you about the electrified Toyota Tundra Hybrid, built right here in the United States. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. So we're going to have some work done on the mound. Every pitcher has a different landing area. Every pitcher works off the slab a little bit differently, and looks like there's a bit of a rut both in the landing area and maybe near the slab that Santos once fixed. Can you imagine if they go through all of this and this next pitch is to the backstop?
I shouldn't laugh, but it would be kind of funny. Poor kid, it's his major league debut, and he's having trouble with his command. They love him as a prospect, but I think for Texas, you mentioned it, they're at this tail end of the road trip. They've had to mix and match with not only their position players because of injuries, but also pitching-wise, and it has worked out great until today when they've had some struggles on the mound.
You know what, Rosie? I think you've got to give Skip Schumacher a lot of credit. First year as the manager, they do a lot of the little things like Cleveland does. They, too, like Cleveland, are playing without some key thumpers in the lineup. Sometimes you look at them and you say, well, how are they getting this done? Well, they pitch really well. They've added some athleticism now in the Cam Cauley kid and Nicky Lopez. And it's one of those years in the American League. Look, we're not saying anything that is shocking here. The National League is stronger, at least at the top. And so you've got a number of teams, not only in the National League, but here in the American League. They've got to figure it out. They don't have maybe the lineup that the Braves or the Brewers or the Phillies have, but there are other ways to win games. Cleveland has done it, and Texas is doing the same thing.
You look at the Guardians. How many players move back and forth, infield, outfield, like a Daniel Schneemann.
Yeah.
And Texas is the same way. Ran into Ezekiel Duran down in their clubhouse this morning, and he was talking about he used to be an infielder. Now we've seen him in this series only in the outfield.
Yeah.
And he said he welcomes that because it gives him a chance to play more, and he feels he can help this team.
Hey, at the end of the year, they don't ask, what was your run differential? Did you have a lot of pretty wins? They just ask, did you have enough wins to get into the dance? Now we're ready. Here's Kyle Manzardo. Santos is ready on the pitch, and it's on the inside corner, a called strike. Cleveland with a 7-3 lead. We're in the 7th. Runner at first, nobody out. Manzardo 1 for 3 with a single. Santos from the set. The pitch, checked on a pitch in the dirt. This young man only pitched in 6 games last year. He had a stress fracture in his back. And as Rosie said, highly thought of prospect, has a great arm. You can imagine the butterflies today. The 1-1, and it's swung on, lifted in the air, medium deep left, Smith under it, and that is the first out here in the inning. Now Brian Rocchio 1 for 3 with a single. He'll bat left-handed for the first time today. Now the pitch. Swung on, line shot to right. Duran, though, comes in and grabs it shoulder high. Rocchio out number 2. Here's Gabriel Arias. Well, bad news for Detroit. Will Vest has been put on the injured list. He's dealing with discomfort in the elbow. He's a guy that gets save opportunities. He's one of their best back-end guys. Boy, that's a big blow. Here's Gabriel Arias, 1 for 3. And he takes the strike at the top of the zone. Arias can't believe the call. The pitch, fouled it back. 0-2. Tigers today lead New York 2-0. Yankees batting in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Yankees have 4 hits again. This could be 6 games in a row that they've been held to 4 hits or less. The 0-2. High, 1-2. Yeah, they miss Aaron Judge. We get it. But come on.
You feel like they can usually cover that.
Now they are missing Trent Grisham. Cody Bellinger's banged up. I mean, it happens to everybody. You've got to be able to deal with it. Down the 1-2. Fouled it back. It also helps dealing with it when your payroll's the size of some small countries.
Well, you mentioned that, and then you mentioned the Will Vest injury. And as close as the American League is for teams trying to get into the postseason, a key injury here and there, and timing-wise, could be a deciding factor for some clubs.
7-3 Cleveland. The pitch swung on, popped up on the infield. In front of second, on the grass, near the mound, caught by Foscue, the second baseman, to retire Arias. But 2 big insurance runs for Cleveland. And we now go to the 8th. Guardians up 7-3. This is the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
NEO Born, NEO Reimagined, NEO Home. K&D offers unparalleled knowledge about Northeast Ohio because they live, work, and thrive right here with you. Looking for a new apartment or location for your business? K&D has the perfect fit. Contact K&D today and discover your perfect home. KND.com.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything going to keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Enter to win a $10,000 college savings award at collegeadvantage.com/guardians.
In baseball, you win with a bullpen you can trust. On the job site, you win with equipment that is ready to go when you are. Ohio Cat Rentals works just as hard as you do, bringing dependable rental equipment from skid steers to scissor lifts to keep your job on track and your crew moving. No strikes, no outs, just solid machines that show up and get to work. With Ohio Cat behind you, you've got the support to knock your project out of the park. Visit ohiocat.com to buy or rent. Ohio Cat, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
What a play by Mazzana! What a smash by Kyle Manzardo!
There's nothing like a summer Friday at the ballpark. The Guards face the White Sox on July 3rd. Start your holiday weekend with Sugardale Dollar Dogs and $2 Miller Lite pregame. Then stick around for a Phantom Fireworks show presented by Wayside Furniture. Plus, 10,000 fans will score a new t-shirt thanks to Phantom Fireworks. Don't miss it. Get your tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Don't miss out on a great summer of baseball.
Hi, it's Bill Wells. Catch Bloom Daddy's take on the Guardians after the game. News Radio, WTAM, 1100.
Eric Sabrowski replaces Tim Herron. What a job Tim Herron did coming in and getting a huge inning-ending double play when this game was wobbling as far as Texas maybe taking control. Eric Sabrowski to Alejandro Osuna, down low, ball one. Stephen Kwan stays in the game to play left. Cleveland has a 7-3 lead. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Sabrowski, fastball, curve, slider, the pitch, and it's swung on, lifted in the air to left, shallow. Coming in, angling toward the line, Stephen Kwan puts it away. I think it's interesting, Rosie. Stephen Kwan, way more experience in center field than Khalil Watson. But manager Stephen Vogt saying, I'm going to let the kids stay in center. Of course, Kwan's the best left fielder in the game.
I think that's the biggest part of it, and is a master at playing the 19-foot high wall. And you don't want to put Watson in that spot if you don't have to.
Now the batter, Elias Diaz. The pitch, and he checks and takes a called strike. Chris Siegel, the home plate umpire, can moonwalk if he wants now. Both clubs have been out of challenges forever. Now, these guys, too reputable. They don't do that. The pitch, swing and a miss. But there have been some calls I think guys wish they had a challenge on. But, hey, that's why you have to be smart when you use those challenges. We had 3 challenges used and 1 at bat today.
And Siegel seemed pretty happy to inform the Rangers they were out of challenges when that happened.
Hey, they're human. The 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2.
We talked about it before it. I think what the ABS has shown is just how good the umpires are at home.
You're darn right it has. Yep. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a long drive to left field, headed for the bleachers, and it's a 7-4 game. A BB off the bat of Elias Diaz. A line drive home run over the 19-foot wall and left. And that is his 3rd home run. And again, Texas not mailing it in. It's a 7-4 ball game. And Nicky Lopez, the batter, 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Well, I think what you're seeing is what we have seen in Cleveland. First under Tito, now under Stephen Vogt, and now you're seeing it with Texas. And that mindset is you play the game the right way or you're not here as a part of the team. Pitch up high, ball 1. And you can see the culture that Skip Schumacher is creating here in Texas that Cleveland's enjoyed now for 14 years. The 1-0. Bullseye, 1-1 the count. Lopez 1 for 2, an RBI double. 7-4 Cleveland in the 8th. Sabrowski's pitch. Anthony's a strike, 1-2. Nice, though, for Eric Sabrowski to get a little work in coming off the injured list. Okay, you make a mistake, a home run's hit, but it's not costing you the game. He needs a little more work to get back to that sharpness he had before he went on the injured list. Now the 1-2. Swing and a fisted foul back into the home plate seating area. Still a 1-2 count.
And the bullpen with Sabrowski the way he was before the injury, that's a different level bullpen for the Guardians, and certainly gives Stephen Vogt a little more flexibility in the late innings.
Now the pitch. Got him swinging. He chased the high heat at 96 miles per hour. Lopez out number 2. Joey Cantillo went the first 5 today, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Colin Holderman worked an inning, gave up a run. Hunter Gaddis, a third of a scoreless inning. And Tim Herron, 2/3 of a scoreless inning. Now Eric Sabrowski, top of the order, and Justin Foscue. 7-4 Cleveland, 2 down in the 8th. Foscue waving at it. And Sabrowski with a little giddy up on that fastball for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled it back 0-2. How about Texas, Rosie? This is for them, just like Cleveland, their 87th game. 50 have been on the road. They have played 13 more road games than home games. That bodes well for them in the second half after the All-Star break. Now the 0-2. A swing and a foul tip. We'll do it again at 0-2. By far, they have played the most road games.
And 3 city trips. I don't know if the norm is the right word, but they've had more than their fair share of lengthy road trips.
They're the worst. I think if you asked a major league player, 1 week road trip, 1 week at home. The 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2. How many years ago as a Rosie, I would say Cleveland had like 4 3-city road trips where you were like, well, who did the Guardians, or at that time the Indians, tick off in New York? The pitch. Swing and a foul tip hung on to by Hedges. Sabrowski, after the homer, gets back-to-back strikeouts. And Cleveland's got a 7-4 lead here in the middle of the 8th.
Guardians fans, want to catch the game in serious style? Enter the Reward Yourself Sweepstakes, sponsored by Marathon, for your chance to win tickets to the KeyBank North Coast Social Box, the newest premium space at the ballpark. Just download the Marathon Rewards app and enter promo code GUARDS26 and you're in. Want more chances to win? Fuel up at participating Marathon stations from June 26th through July 12th for bonus entries. Don't miss out. Reward yourself today. See official rules in-app.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging
Let me check that for you.
to help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Hey Guardians fans, are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan? With the average homeowner having over $200,000 of home equity, get it out of the park with Union Home Mortgage, the official mortgage partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later.
Sound familiar, Dale?
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
7-4 Cleveland in the bottom of the 8th inning. Khalil Watson 1 for 3 with a double. Then Austin Hedges, then Daniel Schneemann. Winston Santos in his major league debut. His second inning of work. The right-hander. The kick and the pitch. And a strike. Cade Smith warming in the Cleveland pen. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the Texas lineup in the 9th. Cade Smith leads the major leagues with 20 26 saves. The pitch, in there, a strike. 0-2. You make a case for several Cleveland bullpen arms to be on the American League All-Star team, as well as several starters. The pitch outside, 1-2. I think it's going to be tough for Cleveland to get a position player on the All-Star team this year.
You think Smith and Messick right off the top, but boy, others, you're right.
The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Gavin Williams, Colin Holderman. I mean, Eric Sabrowski would have been in that conversation had he not had to go on the injured list. The 2-2. Swung on, a shot to right. Another base hit for Watson. Toward the line, cut off by Duran. And Khalil Watson with a double and a single today. Folks, there are certain young players that come up. And even though Khalil Watson is not a big man, 5'9", 5'10", but a strong young man, maybe he doesn't have the physicality that you think of like Chase DeLauder to have a presence, but he has a presence in the batter's box. Always looks like he's in control. The pitcher isn't.
Rarely looks fooled on a pitch so far, anyway.
Here's Austin Hedges. He sends one high. He sends it deep to left. There she goes. Gone. A two-run home run to the bleachers and left. Number 2 for Austin Hedges this year. And Cleveland's got a 9-4 lead here in the 8th. A 400-foot blast to the bleachers and left for Hedges.
Well, what a year he is having. Still getting it done at an elite level defensively, but has really come along at the plate. I know he'll poke fun at himself for his career offense. On him to put together this type of season at this stage in his career.
Now Daniel Schneemann. Boy, Cleveland, a rarity. As Daniel Schneemann 0 for 2 with a walk, takes outside a ball. You're able to take a deep breath if you're Stephen Vogt and Carl Willis and say, we don't need our closer. We can save Cade Smith for the White Sox. The pitch waved at, 1-1 the count. And Cade Smith, after that blast, took a seat. Matt Festa's up warming. 9-4 Cleveland. The 1-1 pitch. And a strike called. Austin Hedges with 3 RBIs today. David Fry, a 3-run homer. Chase DeLauder, a 3-hit game. Khalil Watson, a 2-hit game. Schneemann cuts and misses, strike 3. First major league strikeout for Santos. 1 down, top of the order, and Stephen Kwan. He came off the bench and got a big pinch hit triple last inning. And when Stephen Kwan batted in the 7th inning, Texas had gotten back into this game. It was 5-3, bottom of the 7th. Stephen Kwan, the pinch hit triple, and that led to a 2-run rally. Kwan takes on the outer edge, a called strike. Santos, that hybrid wind and pitch, high and wide, 1-1. Well, the way Austin Hedges is swinging the bat this year, he's always been among the elite defensively. The pitch swung on, line to the line and left again. Smith going over, this time reaches out on a sprint, makes the catch for out number 2. And Austin Hedges, he'll turn 34 in August, but when you have this kind of a year at this stage of your career, that leads to future contracts. You're not going to be a major league manager in the next couple of years. You're going to still be playing. Here's Chase DeLauder, 3-hit day. DeLauder takes down and in, and if Hedgie wants to, whenever that day comes when he decides to retire, I think he's like a Stephen Vogt. it'll be a quick elevation to a manager's job at some point. The 1-0 swung on, bang toward first, foul, 1-1 the count.
There's so many examples that indicate that, Tom. I thought he kind of took a lead last night after Cooper Engel had the mistake during the game, and it was Hedges in that clubhouse who kind of took over and helped that young man.
Now the 1-1. Fouled it at the plate. The three catchers, David Fry, Austin Hedges, Patrick Bailey, all kind of around Cooper Engel, all encouraging him. Tanner Bybee, the same thing. All these guys have made mistakes. They wanted Cooper Engel to realize it and then forget about it. Pitch up high, 2-2 the count. At the end of the day, that didn't beat Cleveland. Not scoring after the first inning is what beat Cleveland, but you know how badly Cooper Engel felt about it. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded to short. Lopez gobbles it up, throws over, inning over. But a big two-run homer to the bleachers and left by Austin Hedges has given Cleveland a cushion. 9-4 with the ninth next on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
More flavors, more indulgence, more reasons to choose Perry's ice cream. Richer, creamier, real ice cream in every scoop makes Perry's a home run combination. Whether you're watching the Guardians at home or at the ballpark. From curated classics to bold originals and everything in between, Perry's has a flavor for you. Make every day a winner and treat yourself to Perry's at Progressive Field or find us at your local retailer today. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
The Guardians are the professionals on the diamond. Peter & Company Jewelers are the diamond professionals. Located in Avon Lake and family owned and trusted for almost 40 years. Stop in or go to peterjewelers.com. It's where Cleveland gets engaged.
Looking for endless summer adventure? We've got you covered. Snag your season pass to Kalahari Resorts and unlock access all summer long. Plus, take advantage of exclusive perks and discounts. Whether you're sliding down the Tullis water slide or lounging around the pool, there's fun for all ages. 2 water parks, 1 pass. Visit KalahariResorts.com/Ohio to purchase your pass today. At Kalahari, every season is water park season.
In baseball, you win with a bullpen you can trust. On the job site, you win with equipment that is ready to go when you are. Ohio Cat Rentals works just as hard as you do, bringing dependable rental equipment from skid steers to scissor lifts to keep your job on track and your crew moving. No strikes, no outs, just solid machines that show up and get to work. With Ohio Cat behind you, you've got the support to knock your project out of the park. Visit ohiocat.com to buy or rent. Ohio Cat, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Brian Motze says we do not have to give a station ID if we don't feel like it. But Rosie and I have never been rule breakers. Here's 10 seconds on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Might be the first rule we ever followed. Cleveland with a 9-4 lead here in the ninth. Matt Festa delivers a slider down and away, ball 1 to Josh Young. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Eric Sabrowski worked an inning, gave up a run, had a couple of strikeouts. The pitch waved at, 1-1. Festa, appearance number 37, couple of wins, a save, a 3.89 ERA. Able to sit Cade Smith down once you push the lead to 5. Now the pitch, and it's down low, ball 2, 2-1. Cleveland 9 runs, 11 hits. Texas 4 runs, 8 hits. The 2-1 bullseye, 2-2. Oh, Rosebud. No Will Vest. Yankees tied up in the ninth. Vest on the injured list for Detroit. The pitch swung and banged to short. backhanded by Rocchio. Plants, throws, got him. Josh Young out number 1. Here's Ezekiel Duran. Yankees were trailing 2-0 going into the 9th inning. And Ahmed Rosario got a home run in that inning, and the Yankees scored one more. It's a 2-2 game. Yankees batting in the 9th. Here's Duran, and he cuts and misses strike 1. And told folks, if you weren't listening, that Will Vest had just been put on the injured list today. When you lose back-end guys in your bullpen, things like that happen. The pitch and a slider, strike 0-2.
Rosario's had some big hits for New York this year. Good player.
Duran today, 3 for 4, 3 singles. Now the 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2. Nine to 4 Cleveland. We're in the 9th. White Sox got beat, so Cleveland will be 1 game out of first when that series begins tomorrow night. Pitch swung on, a weak bouncer towards first. Long underhand flip by Hoskins to the pitcher, Festa covering. 2 down. Last hope for the Rangers. Jake Berger 0 for 3 with a walk. It's going to be fun to keep an eye on the West. Texas has proven they're a scrappy bunch, and when they get healthy, they're going to keep things very interesting. It just doesn't look like Seattle is going to run away and hide like a lot of people thought.
Keep an eye on Houston. They've been neck and neck with Texas for the best records in July or in June.
Anyone have a better hitter than Yordan Alvarez?
Oof.
Jake Berger digging in. Hits one high and deep to left. Kwan is back. Kwan on the track. Kwan makes the catch. Ball game. And the Guardians get a much-needed win and climb to within a game of first place Chicago, with the Sox here for 4 starting tomorrow night. Guardians win it today, 9-4.
Hey Guardians fans, Medical Mutual cares about the health and well-being of Ohioans like you. That's why they offer high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual, Medicare, and employer plans, visit medmutual.com/Guardians. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
At Cleveland State University, opportunity is everywhere. This is where hard work pays off and success is earned, not left to chance. Here, you're never on your own. You can chase your dreams, you can change your mind, and if you stumble along the way, try again. There's always room for another comeback story. Opportunity doesn't wait. It works. At Cleveland State, you can. Visit csuohio.edu today. Cleveland State University is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Bybee into the motion, and the right-hander with the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss! Back foot slider ate him up. What a job by Tanner Bybee!
This is Tanner Bybee. You listen to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Guardians fans, want to catch the game in serious style? Enter the Reward Yourself Sweepstakes, sponsored by Marathon, for your chance to win tickets to the KeyBank North Coast Social Box, the newest premium space at the ballpark. Just download the Marathon Rewards app and enter promo code GUARDS26 and you're in. Want more chances to win? Fuel up at participating Marathon stations from June 26th through July 12th for bonus entries. Don't miss out. Reward yourself today. See official rules in app.
The Bloom Daddy Show following the game on WTAM 1100, home of the Guardians. We're back here in downtown Cleveland where the Guardians today exploded offensively. They had a 5-run second inning and then a couple of 2-run innings, and Cleveland got a much-needed win, got a much-needed jolt from their offense. And they're now just a game out of first, with the White Sox coming to town for what will be a really intriguing and fun 4-game series starting tomorrow night. Austin Hedges had a big day today with a 2-run homer and a safety squeeze bunt for another RBI. David Fry had a 3-run home run And then Cleveland got 5 innings from Joey Cantillo, and the bullpen took care of the rest. And after a disheartening loss last night, this resilient bunch bounces back like it seemingly always happens with this club. They did it again today, 9-4. Back with the final numbers right after this.
With reimagined exhibits, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History invites you to experience science and nature